There are a lot of extensions for the browser. One example is Grammarly. When I add it, it will help me with writing. It will suggest me edits. But even though there are a lot of extensions, there isn't an extension for everything. Sometimes you encounter problems that you know can be automated. For example, your watch later playlist. Currently I have one video, but when it reaches 5,000 videos, you cannot add more videos to it. The solution is to go to each video and remove it. But doing this 5,000 times is impossible. This is the perfect problem to come up with an extension. Another example is I usually learn a lot from YouTube videos and I want to take notes, but for each note to have the appropriate timestamp from when it's relative to the video. And I created that extension. But making an extension is a lot of work for a seemingly small problem. You have to create a manifest document describing the extension. You cannot just write some script. You have to work with service workers, or if you want to have a toolbar action, this is more extra steps. And I came up with an alternative. The alternative is to write a JavaScript file, copy it, go to the console and paste it in the console. Hit enter, and this is what my code does. It removes the overlay. When I hover with the mouse, I don't have the pop-ups. Also, it adds the title, the channel name and the picture of the channel on the video itself. And it saves a timestamp, the current time the extension was run, the code. And it mutes and pauses the video. Now when I go full screen, I can directly record it instead of having to edit everything in the video editor. Now when I press space, it plays the video, and when I hit S, it goes back to the point I saved. This is because I will not be able to say everything I want on the first try, so I will just go back to the exact moment and hit play again. And another cool thing about this is that if I restart it, when I restart it, because it's not an extension and it will forget what it has done, here I lost the overlay here and I have this annoying bar. I've coded it in a way where if I just copy and paste it now, it will start on the same place because of this time here. I'm taking advantage of this. Here's another example. I'll move it to a different time. And when I do it again, it's in the same spot. I've done it this way because I want to, just with the bookmark, save the current state of my editing process. For this problem, I was thinking of creating an extension, but I didn't want to bother making it because it will be too much work for this small feature. And this was the alternative. And I came up with an idea for an extension. When you click on the extension, you could, for example, give it your code that you want to be executed and just press a button and it will automatically execute it. Or maybe even give additional access to local storage or whatever else you need, so that you just create your code and you don't have to bother creating an extension. It's some sort of middle ground. It's not as bare bones as just pasting your code, and it's not that much work as creating a whole extension. It will be some kind of a middle ground. And even for the watch later videos, you can create a script that automatically goes here and presses remove, then waits for the next videos to come up if it's too long of a list, and continues to do them to each one. No need to create a separate extension.